Hello and welcome to the Nanoptix instructional video on how to change the top of form sensor. You will need a number 2 screwdriver for this job. First thing you do is turn the printer over. You will see 3 screws, 1 holding the tray, 2 to hold the mech. Remove all 3 screws. Using a screwdriver with a magnetic tip is going to be a time saver when assembling and disassembling Nanoptix Paycheck 4 printer. Once all 3 screws are removed, slide the tray over and lift up to remove the tray. Remove the top of form sensor and the ribbon cable for communication to the mech. At this point, remove the print head, disconnecting your mech power and your black ground wire, as well as this chute switch, which will have to be pulled from the channel. Pulling on this could cause disconnection of the chute switch wire. You will also notice, and sometimes this cable for the ground is going to be very tight. You may need to use a pair of needle nose pliers in a lever action to get this removed. Once you have the print mech head removed, turn it over and remove the 1 screw that holds it clipped together on the bottom. Push up, and that will remove the 2 clips from the top. At this point, you can pull the mech mount away from the printer, or from the print mech, straightening out the mech a little bit. You will then find the top of form sensor in a plastic clip mounted in the mech mount. You can remove this by pushing on it from the back side with your finger, or by using a screwdriver to push it on through. Once removed, it will look like this. You need to then remove the top of form sensor and replace it with a good top of form sensor. Place it back into the clip and place the clip back into the mech mount. Slide your top of form cable down through the bottom and be sure that the white lettering is on the top side of the cable. Now take your black ground wire and place into the notch so that it stays out of your way when reassembling. Make sure that all creases that are previously made from factory are pinched down so that the cable stays as flat as possible. Now feed your cable underneath the top of form sensor cable and through. Then clip your 2 clips back on the top, turn over your mech head, and place the screw back in to hold the whole head together. At this time, you want to reassemble the printer. First cable you're going to plug in is your longest, which is your goes to your chute sensor. You will plug that in, and then make sure that the sheathing, the wires and sheathing, goes into the channel with the sheathing ending right at the edge of the board. Next cable to plug in is your mech power. To plug this one in, you plug it into the main connector on the very front of the board. And the last one to plug in before installing the mech is your black ground cable. Bring your black ground cable in on this side and around the front side of the cables. This is to ensure that this black cable does not get back under the mech when trying to set it into place. seat the mech from the front of the neck up and push down. You are looking to ensure that there's no space here or here. If there is any space here, the printer will not slide back into place. Locate your 2 screws that hold your mech into place and install them. Again, having a magnetic screwdriver is going to be a major benefit when performing this task. Now we need to plug in our ribbon cable. This should go in fairly easily. If not, please reseat to make sure that you're not stripping any wires. And the same goes for the top of form sensor. On the top of form sensor cable, you need to grab at the very end because that is the only place that has a strength. And last but not least, replacing the tray. Set this on and then slide over into place. Turn your tray back over and reinstall the last screw. Thank you very much.